Who decides who belongs? Have you ever been in a place where people looked at you like you didn't belong? Where status, money, or even talent didn't matter? Only the assumptions made about you? What if you worked your entire life to reach the top, only to be treated like an outsider? This is exactly what happened to Leonard Davis, a world-famous basketball star, on a night he would never forget. A night of celebration turns sour. The evening air in Monaco was crisp and filled with the scent of the Mediterranean. The streets glowed under golden streetlights as luxury cars lined up outside the Blue Royale Club, one of the most exclusive private lounges in the world. It was a place where celebrities, billionaires, and elite business figures gathered to celebrate wealth and success. Leonard Davis, standing at 6'7" and dressed in a designer suit, stepped out of his sleek black sports car. He had spent the past decade dominating the basketball world, winning championships, signing multi-million-dollar endorsements, and recently becoming an investor in the very club he was about to enter. Tonight, he was here to celebrate another successful season and relax in a place he had helped fund. As he approached the grand entrance, he adjusted his cufflinks and flashed his signature smile at the cameras capturing the arrivals. He had been here before, but this time, something felt different. The barrier at the door. A broad-shouldered security guard in a black tuxedo blocked his path. His face was unreadable, professional but firm. "Excuse me, sir? Can I help you?" Leonard chuckled, thinking it was a joke. "Yeah, I'm heading inside." The guard didn't move. "I'm sorry, but the guest list is extremely selective tonight." Leonard's smile faded slightly. "That's fine. My name's Leonard Davis. I'm a member here." The guard remained expressionless. "I don't see your name on the list. This event is for VIPs and club investors." Leonard blinked. "I am an investor." The guard glanced at his clipboard and shook his head. "I think there's been a mistake, sir. If you don't have a confirmed reservation, I can't let you in." Silence settled between them. Around them, guests arrived in Rolls-Royces and Bentleys, stepping onto the red carpet without question. The contrast was stark. Leonard took a slow breath, feeling the weight of a familiar humiliation, one he hadn't felt since before his rise to fame. The silent protest. He could have argued. He could have called the club's board of directors or demanded immediate entry. But instead, he decided to watch and wait. As the next guests arrived, a group of young white socialites stepped up to the entrance. They were dressed casually, nowhere near the level of sophistication expected at Blue Royale. "VIP section, right?" one of them asked, barely paying attention to the security guard. Without hesitation, the guard smiled and waved them in. No ID check, no list verification. Leonard chuckled to himself. It wasn't about status. It wasn't about money. It was about perception. He reached into his pocket, pulled out his phone, and recorded a short video. He didn't say a word. He simply filmed the guard denying him entry and then immediately allowing others inside without question. He posted it with a simple caption: "Even when you own the table, they still don't want you to have a seat." The internet reacts. Within hours, the video exploded. Fans, celebrities, and activists around the world called out the Blue Royale Club, demanding answers. The hashtag #ShowLetLeonardIn started trending, turning what was supposed to be an exclusive event into a public relations disaster. The club was forced to respond. By morning, the board of directors had called Leonard personally, apologizing profusely, and offering an immediate resolution. They claimed it was a misunderstanding, a training error, and assured him that the guard would face disciplinary action. But Leonard had already made up his mind. The ultimate power move. A week later, Leonard sold all his shares in the Blue Royale Club. Then, with the money he earned from the sale, he announced the launch of his own private lounge, one built for true inclusivity, where success wasn't questioned based on the color of one's skin. At the grand opening of his new venue, he stood on stage and addressed the crowd. Wealth and status should never be a pass for discrimination. I don't want to be where I'm allowed. I want to be where I'm valued. And that's why I created this space." The audience erupted in applause. Leonard didn't just demand respect, he redefined the game. And in the end, the club that had denied him would never be able to recover from the stain of their mistake. The fall of Blue Royale. Months later, the Blue Royale Club faced its worst crisis. With Leonard's departure, other investors withdrew their support, and customer attendance fell sharply. The club's reputation was damaged, and several celebrities publicly declared that they would not set foot there again. The administration tried to reverse the situation, promoting a new image and announcing inclusion policies. But it was too late. Trust had been broken. Eventually, the board contacted Leonard, offering to sell him back his shares at a reduced price. They wanted him to save the club that rejected him. Leonard heard the proposal and, after a long silence, replied, "I've already built something better. You can keep what's left of your club." A legacy of change. Leonard's new club, the Legacy Lounge, has quickly become one of the most desirable venues for high-end events. With a strict policy of inclusion and respect, the space was acclaimed for offering something that Blue Royale never achieved: a true elite community where a person's value was recognized by their character and not by overcome prejudices. That night, while looking at the crowd of people celebrating inside his own club, Leonard realized something. He never needed their approval, but they ultimately needed his.